As tragedy and violence continue to plague our society, fear fills hearts and minds of the majority of our nation's citizens. By learning self-defense, one can alleviate those fears that hold them hostage. Imagine a beautiful day. You decide to go shopping at the local mall. After hours of shopping, you're exhausted and decide to call it a day. And as you exit the mall parking lot and navigate through the maze of cars, you're confronted by a masked figure demanding your cash and valuables. You ask, what do I do? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tech Sergeant LaShawn Garrett. I am currently a member of the United States Air Force. And today I'll be talking to you about self-defense and why it is a necessity in an unpredictable world. According to FBI.gov, in a new preliminary report, the FBI's latest crime statistics states that violent crimes and petty crimes in America both decreased in the first half of 2014. Violent crimes reported from January through June of 2014 were down 4.6% from the same time period in 2013. And property crimes were down 7.5% with all three offenses, burglary, larceny theft, and motor vehicle theft, showing declines. Now, one would assume that with a decline in crime all around, there would be no need to learn self-defense. You couldn't be more wrong. Again, with a decrease in crime, that just means that individuals are more proactive. Citizens are being more proactive and vigilant and not making themselves targets of opportunity. With that being said, let's talk safety. Let's talk self-defense. And again, we're going to talk about the three principles of self-defense and some self-defense techniques. 1. Always do your best to avoid dangerous individuals and situations. 2. Always remember, never defend your property. 3. As a last resort, when all else fails, always respond and escape. Situational awareness is paramount in deterring violent acts. Be aware of your surroundings. If something doesn't feel right or seem out of place, exit the situation immediately. Remember to utilize a buddy system. There's always strength in numbers. If confronted by a robber, do not defend your property. Material items are replaceable. Your life isn't. Try to park in well-lit areas with good visibility and close to walkways and stores and near crowds of people. Make sure you have your keys out as you approach your door, whether it be your car or your house. And if you're assaulted or robbed, immediately contact the authorities and do your best to give an accurate description of the perpetrator, so that way we can prevent that violent act from happening to another individual. In addition, you ask yourself that, you're confronted with that situation, you say, what do I do? Well, there are instances when diplomacy fails and you have no choice but to take action. The moment that it is clear that an attacker wants more than your property, which can be assumed in a robbery or home invasion, you must escape. To do this, you must thoroughly assess the situation for an opening and then strike within a small and limited time frame or window. Now, we're talking about self-defense. Self-defense teaches you those tools that will help you do this. Self-defense does this by teaching you how to increase your reaction time and situational awareness by threefold. It teaches you also how to use every inch of your body as a weapon if needed. Ultimately, how to avoid and get out of dangerous situations. Again, when there are no other options left, attack explosively and truly commit to the attack. You have to remember that it's either your life or your attacker's life, and it's all about self-preservation at the end of the day. You want to make it home to see your family and your loved ones. Go for soft targets. If you have to fight and fend off an attacker, go for the eyes, the ears, nose, mouth, throat, groin. Once the attacker is down, run away and call the police. Do not try to take matters into your hands by issuing justice. The police force is paid to do that. And again, the overall purpose of self-defense is to help prepare men and women to defend themselves when confronted with violent situations. And I implore and ask each and every one of you, each and every person, to be a part of the solution and not the problem. Educate yourselves. There's nothing more dangerous than an educated individual. And remember, take a stand. Don't become a victim of violent crimes. In summary, I have told you about the overall purpose of self-defense. For more information on this subject, go to the National Crime Prevention Council website at ncp.gov. And again, thank you and good night.